first-generation Greek American, my next guest grew up in a family where fun meant gatherings of 30 to 40 people. Today, he's the award-winning chef of one of only 2 Greek restaurants in the world who have garnered a coveted Michelin star. And with 3 popular restaurants right here in New York City and 1 in Miami, he's serving what he calls first-generation Greek food. Please welcome the author of this beautiful, recently published cookbook, How to Roast a Lamb, Chef Michael Psilakis. It's so nice to have you here.
So nice to be here.
And I read that you were the first outside chef to be invited to the White House to cook for President Obama.
Yeah, that was
and his guests.
It was pretty cool. Very
wow. So, what were you cooking?
Well, it was for Greek Independence Day, so it revolved around the Greek menu, and we sort of shared the menu with the White House chefs. They were great. It's such an interesting experience going there, but to be there on Greek Independence Day, I kind of felt like, you know, all Greeks were watching me. It was really, really, really great.
And what'd you make?
Well, I took all the modern stuff. So at Anthos especially, we basically take Greek food and we try and evolve it. Very different than the cooking that we have here, and even in the cookbook, we have one chapter that deals with very modern Greek cooking. But the bulk of it really was food like we're going to show
modern,
today.
you mean contemporary, something that you'd want to eat now?
It's more like the evolving Greek food, so trying to capture the essence of it, similar to what kind of Mara Batali did with Italian food at Babbo.
So let's cook. This is the book, by the way. It is as I said, a gorgeous book and full of inspiration. So we're going to do a black bass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
pretty bass.
This is a really simple dish. My mom used to make this all the time. We had a boat when we were younger, so we did a lot of fishing. And on the weekends, we would basically the women would kind of stay home, the men would go fishing, and we would bring back the fish and do something like this.
You want me to salt?
Heavy salt.
Heavy
Salt, inside, outside, all around.
Okay.
And a little bit of oregano.
Okay, so this is dry Greek oregano.
Big difference than regular oregano. So if you're going to splurge on something here, this would be something that I recommend.
A lot of pepper?
Black pepper. Seasoning, one of the most important things, I think. I'm sure you agree with food.
Oh, yes, boy. And fish really tastes good when it's roasted. We're going to roast this, right?
We're going to roast it in the oven, yep.
Okay, so on both sides. And so now this is going to go right into the...
I'm putting just a little bit of olive oil down in this pan, and you could transfer the fish right into the pan.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to stuff the cavity. So we've gutted the fish.
Okay.
And we're just going to take some lemons, and we're just going to get them...
But you left all the fins on.
We left the fins, we took out the gills, we took all the scales off, we've gutted it.
Okay.
So you're going to just stuff the cavity.
A whole lemon about?
Yeah, about a whole lemon. You just want to really get it in there. And then we have some garlic.
Yeah, so 3 garlic cloves or so.
In there.
Yeah, depending on your taste.
And then some fresh herbs. We have some thyme, some rosemary. It's all about fresh herbs. And this, one of my favorite ingredients, fresh bay leaf.
Oh,
what a big difference.
I have a bay tree, and I just go pick them,
I mean, it's such a big difference. It's one of those ingredients where it really just kind of evolves flavor. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these different vegetables that we have here. This is kind of a one-pan dish for a complete meal.
And the fish will not overcook while the potatoes are roasting?
It's going to be perfect.
Onions?
So we're going to put the onions on top of the fish, all over it.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
Okay,
keep going. All over it. Just keep covered. Great. And then we're going to just put some lemon slices right on top of that.
Okay.
That's great.
So pretty.
Yeah. And then just a couple of lemon slices right on top of that. And then we're going to take these vegetables and just kind of sporadic, randomly all over the place.
Zucchini.
We have some onions.
Okay. I'm going to use all of them because I want to taste this. I'm going to eat this for lunch.
And some olives for me.
Okay. So Kalamata olives.
Where my mother is from, famous.
She is. I went there.
Just
I visited a wonderful olive oil factory right there in Kalamata.
We have some potatoes.
Okay, so cut in wedges. These are like Idaho potatoes, right, or russets?
Very simple. We haven't peeled them or anything, just wedges. Okay. We also have some tomatoes.
And so you don't even toss these with oil or anything before?
No, you're going to see it's really just, it's a very, very simple dish. We put all of these different vegetables, and you're looking at the dish and you're really thinking about the Mediterranean. It really involves...
What's the oven temperature?
450 degrees.
Okay.
We're going to cook it for about 45 minutes. Some capers.
All of those? Like 1/3 of a cup of capers. I love capers. I love the old-fashioned, too, the old-fashioned Greek restaurant. This is what you would get in that. Oh, all these onions, too?
Onions.
Okay, so a nice yellow onion cut in wedges.
And then I'm going to just take this herb and put this herb kind of on top of it. Again, some rosemary and thyme.
Okay.
And then it's really about fresh herbs. And the fresh herbs are just going to sort of sprinkle all over it.
Parsley, mint, anything else? Coriander? No.
And a little bit of dill.
Okay, dill. And just more olive oil.
Obviously. And then we're going to re-season again.
Kalamata olive oil.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy. Is that enough olive oil?
That's perfect, I think. And just a little bit more salt and pepper on top, and a little bit more of that dry Greek oregano.
And what a nice thing to bring to the table, too.
I mean, it looks wonderful right now, and I think, you know, it just one pan, it goes right from the oven right to the table. And then we're going, this is just some white wine. We're going to pour that all in there.
Just. Do you stir it all during roasting?
Just like that. And then we have some parchment.
Okay.
Want to take care of that one?
So we put a piece of parchment paper, then the foil, and really seal it in.
Okay, so now we're going to move along to the garlic confit. That's going to go into our oven, like I said, at 450 degrees.
Okay.
For about 45 minutes. This is just some garlic that's been peeled.
Just. Look how many.
Just a little bit.
How many? How many? 1 cup. Oh, no, 3 cups.
Well, what's
going to
happen is you're going to love me if you make extra, because this is really a wonderful, wonderful thing. This is called garlic confit. So here we have blended oil, half extra virgin and half canola oil.
Okay.
We're going to add some fresh thyme, a little bit of black peppercorn, some salt, and a bay leaf.
Okay.
Okay.
Cover.
And we're going to pop this into a 300-degree preheated oven for about an hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
And we're going to get garlic confit.
That's what you make. Oh,
right.
I love
Now, this is the perfect substitute for butter. So we don't use any butter in Greek cooking. We've thrown it into here. Buzz, 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 buzz. And we get what we call garlic puree.
Oh, boy. Oh, so we have it all done.
What's really great...
It looks like peanut butter, but it's garlic. It's so good.
This is the ultimate garlic bread.
So sweet.
So it's kind of like it caramelizes and it gets all the natural sugar. All right, so now what we're doing is we're going to take a little bit of that garlic and we're going to put it right into there.
Okay. Just like a tablespoon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're going to whisk it up.
And heat this?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
So you see, if you're thinking about using butter to finish a dish, if you take this puree, you see how it emulsifies and it really adds a depth of flavor and the sweetness from that caramelization that you were talking about. So then basically now you have this wonderful sauce, all the fish drippings, that white wine, the oil, everything that we were talking about. So we're just going to take some of this. We're going to spoon it all over the fish. It's a little hot.
Now, isn't that a great thing?
It looks really good and it smells wonderful.
If you're having a big party, I suggest giving this striped bass plakia. How do you say? Plaki. A real serious attempt. This is beautiful. What a fantastic dish. And coming up, Michael's going to show us how to make a quintessential Greek side dish, the Greek salad. Thank you. Chef Michael Psilakis, who's so passionate about Greek food that he's brought everyone in today's audience a copy of How to Roast Lamb. So, see how happy they are? Very happy.
It's awesome.
Now for the Greek salad, which is not the Greek salad that you get at the diner.
It's not. It's not even my mother's Greek salad. It's kind of a hybrid.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with grilling some onions.
Okay.
This is really, for me, wonderful to really just add a little depth of flavor, that char that you get. So you're painting with some olive oil, season again, salt and pepper.
Okay. And these are this is just one large onion sliced, and you're going to put this right on.
I love the way you season
your
heavily.
Griddle.
It's awesome.
Yes. I'm not.
You're not shy.
No.
You can tell you've worked in a kitchen before once or twice.
Oh, yeah.
So we're putting them down. We're going to really...
Once or twice.
We're going to really get a nice char on these. Don't be afraid of them. They're going to end up looking like this. That char is the caramelization of the natural sugar that's in the onion.
I love grilled onions.
Yeah, they're just fabulous.
And if you don't have one of these griddles for your kitchen, oh, please get a griddle. This is important to have. So beautiful. Okay.
We're going to take the onions once they're charred, and we're going to transfer them to our bowl here.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so now we have a little bit of lettuce already down on the bottom. We're going to add to that some cucumber.
Okay.
Some fennel.
But you've taken the seeds out of the cucumber.
All seeded.
You've thinly sliced the fennel.
Right on a mandolin. Some red onions.
Yes.
Some scallions.
Yes, all these red onions. Wow.
Yeah. Some chopped tomatoes. We're using cherries here. This is some julienne roasted red peppers.
Roast those right on the flame, right?
Right on the flame. Peel them. Really, really simple. Again, they stay wonderfully. Some of that garlic confit, it's really amazing. Again, fresh herbs. Fresh herbs. What people don't realize is...
So you actually shredded the lettuce like you would a cabbage?
Yes.
Okay.
I think one of the secret things that you could do at home, especially in the wintertime, if you want to bring spring into the kitchen...
I could eat this whole bowl. How many is this for?
Fresh herbs. This is for a few.
See, I really can, and my daughter could eat the whole bowl, too.
These are wonderful little fruit, the caperberry.
Oh, I love those.
So we're going to add that in there as well. And then it wouldn't be a Greek salad without olives. So
of course not.
We're using kalamata.
Now, where's the feta?
Well, that's a secret ingredient that's going on in the end.
Okay.
So let's bring this whole bowl
there.
with us, because we're going to make a dressing. I'm going to leave this here. So for our dressing, we're starting with some more of those grilled onions.
Okay.
We're going to add to it this is a red wine vinaigrette. It has a lot of black pepper in it. And there's so much.
A whole tablespoon?
A whole tablespoon.
Wow.
I know it seems like a lot. And when you read the recipe, I think the thing that's interesting here, too, is that I often call for
a tablespoon of pepper, a tablespoon of salt.
We're adding a little bit of feta cheese, too.
Oh, okay.
And then some fresh thyme.
Okay. The recipe's on our website at marthastewart.com. Go to the TV area.
Dijon mustard.
Great. And you know, people are really using the website. When you tell them to go to the website, they actually go to the website.
Go figure.
But you want these recipes. These are delightful. Try them, then go get the book, because every single recipe is like this.
Okay, so basically what we're doing here, we start to whip it, keep going, and as it's running, you hold it down for me, we're going to add...
the kalamata olive oil.
Exactly.
So you're making kind of a thick mayonnaise-y type dressing. Not quite, a thin mayonnaise.
Well, you know what's wonderful about this, and I think that's good, is that it's emulsified. So we get the olive oil and the vinegar all combining with the vegetable. We're going to take that off.
Okay.
We're going to put it onto our
thing?
salad. Yeah, I would say.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It looks really good. Chunky.
Yum.
That's great.
Okay.
And then we need to just give this a big toss.
Save the rest for me. You know what? There's not too much pepper.
Now, it's interesting, and especially with all of the vegetable. I don't know, you want to use a spoon? There you go.
We need a bigger
this once or twice before as well.
No, but the bowl really should be bigger.
This is from the chapter called Big Party Cooking. So imagine you have this fish on the table, right? You have this really wonderful salad, just some cut bread, and I think you're pretty good to go. A glass of wine, and I think it's a full meal. So from this, thank you.
Okay, I think I've mixed it almost enough.
You did a wonderful job. So we're going to transfer it over just so it looks pretty to a big plate, or a tray, I would say here, a platter.
So, so you don't worry, it doesn't get too wet?
No, not at all. You know, if you want, you could wait to dress it or leave the dressing on the side.
Right till before the party.
Right until before the party.
I don't like leaving the dressing on the side, because then you don't really taste it on every piece.
I don't like it either.
No.
The only thing that it does for you is, you know, if there's any left over, it doesn't, you know, if it's dressed already, you have to throw it.
But again, as I said, I will eat it all. So there won't be any. Now, one thing, can you put stuffed grape leaves on here?
How can you not?
Okay, because I really like stuffed grape leaves.
So we put our feta cheese on top of it. We put a little bit of pepperoncini on top of it, and we're good to go.
And this is extra dressing. Doesn't that look really delightful? Well, we'll be right back. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.